Hello, my YT family, my Lyft and Uber family. How's everyone doing? Happy New Year. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking at. I think I need to look up there with the red lights. Blinking, blinking, red light, blinking, blinking. Okay. All right. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you guys since last year. We cannot keep this up like this now. Come on now. I mean, since last year? Where have you been? What's going on? I mean, what? I'm not on your list for 2017? Tell me something, please. I know, right? I tell you, it's just been a very busy, exhausting weekend, I guess. Yeah. So I did go out to work for Uber. New Year's Eve, first time ever, because I haven't even been with Uber for a whole year yet. So anyway, it was okay. It wasn't big bangs for the buck kind of situation. That's where my mind frame was. I thought it would be like boom, boom, boom. But granted, I didn't come out until like 2:30ish because I went to church and I had to drop some people off. So, you know, I came out closer to the time that the surge was like this mellowing out, so that's not Uber fault on that. So I had a couple rides, which were pretty good because I got some that was 2 times the fare, so that was pretty good. Within a half hour, I mean, I made like what, $30 within a half hour, something like that. So it wasn't bad, but you know, it's all good. So no, wait a minute, was it 30? Almost close to $30. I think it's. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, I'm thinking of something else now. I would say 20, close to 20. That's what it was for one ride. That's what it was. It was close to 20 for one ride. So, that was it for me because another Uber friend of mine had an issue with passenger on another side of town. Granted, I don't know my way completely around in Baltimore, but it was the lady was intoxicated. She got in the car with her daughter and they fell asleep as he was driving to their destination. I'm quite sure, if not all of us, some of us have experienced situations such as that. But the thing is, the lady didn't want to get out of the car. And she fell asleep. Him being a male, and you know how males, we have to be careful. You know, male, I'm a woman. I'm sorry. I'm a female. I am 100%, okay? What I meant to say is males have to be careful when they're driving an intoxicated female in their car. And she had an 11-year-old daughter with her who has MS. So when the lady finally woke up, okay, he asked her, you know, he tapped her, no response, but she was breathing. The other girl, the young lady, was breathing. So him being the type of man he is, he was concerned. So he called and let me know the situation. I said, okay, I'm canceling. I'm gonna shut my app down on my way. So I got there, thank God, to where he was. They still in the car. She's still going on and on and on, fussing, and you know how some passengers can be just negative, trying to talk the man down, being disrespectful, so on and so forth. I said, okay, ma'am. I said, just come on in my car. The daughter and her came in my car. I said, okay. She get in the car. I told the driver to get in the car. So he kept his app on, and he's, you know, in the car. I'm driving because and the sad thing about it, the police officer saw him parked and had his hazard lights on. The driver had the hazard lights on. The police officer just drove on by. Usually they would say, you know, are you okay, so on and so forth. Whatever, right? But it's all good. I'm actually glad the police officer didn't stop because he was concerned about the situation, whereas him being a black man and it's dark and that area is not known, I just found out, is not known to be a very safe area. So that would have been a concern. and the police officer probably wouldn't know how to handle the situation in terms of him being excited or concerned about the situation. And then he said someone pulled the gun out on him because the street that he was looking for sounds like Heron, and the name of the street was Herodon. So he pulls over like some of us would do and asks the person, where is that? Because he'd been in circles and can't find this, but according to the GPS, he was there. I said, all right, let me put my app on, you put your app. Let me put my navigation on, you put your app on for the navigation. So we went, same with me, down around in the circle. Saw the man he was talking about, who he stopped to ask where the location was, because it was in a court. In a court where all these, I don't know if you would call them project houses, I don't know, but it was a court. And there was no cars really in the parking lot when you first come in, but this pickup truck, and there was a guy, a black guy, and a Hispanic guy. I mean, if I was to have to describe them, I couldn't. The guy had on, I guess, all black, face black, everything, the mask black, whatever, you know, he was covered completely. I didn't even see the white of his eyes. That's what I'm talking about. The Hispanic, how can I tell it was Hispanic? Actually, the driver told me that. I just saw when I drove past, it was more like a shadow kind of thing, because you couldn't, you know, it was a shadow of a human being, most likely a male, okay? So, you know, we both, I mean, I don't know the area, okay? But anyway, she gets in my car, and she's like, oh, hi, pretty lady. And I'm like, okay, you know how that can go, right? I'm like, okay. I said, how are you? Ma'am. Ma'am. Anyway, because I don't want my time to run out. So, all right, so I drive around. I said, ma'am, this is the location. It's right through there, because it's like a court, and you got to walk through this path. The young lady, which is her daughter, she said, her eyes got so big. She said, can you take us? Please take us there. Like, she was afraid. I didn't know if that was really her daughter. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, well, hold on. I'm a third party here. I'm trying to keep things calm. I'm trying to get this lady to her destination. I'm trying to get up out of this place, okay? I mean, like, after I found out what all this craziness, right? So then she gets out the car. She kindly slammed my door once she realized that I was recording. She said, oh, okay. You're recording this? I said, yes, ma'am. So she got out of the car, and I pulled off. The driver said, make a left right here. We was right back to his car. So he was right there. But because the lady said she going to her sister's house, she don't know where her sister lives. She said she has a phone, but the phone is dead. He offered to charge her phone. So did I. She never showed me a phone. Then she didn't want to get out of the car. So I'm thinking, did they want to kind of like ride around or something on someone else's account until they get a little earlier? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes people will ride a bus until daylight or something. It was just a weird situation. So, like I said, before I knew the area where I was, I had asked him, do you want to pull over here? Because now we're in our separate cars. I'm talking to him on the phone. And do you need to talk or anything, get yourself together, whatever. So he said, no. He said, you don't be stopping around here like that. No, follow me. And so I followed him on out. And he was saying that in situations like that, you got to be careful how you going back, because you don't know the situation with the man that's pulling the gun out. You don't know the situation with this lady. So we took the long way. I didn't know where I was going, but I was trusting him to, to follow him with God's help to get to where we needed to go. So, I told him, I said, we have to send an email to Uber. So that was done. So everything was resolved. So my question to you, as a female and as a male, what would you have done if a female was in your car, knocked out sleep, intoxicated, knocked out sleep? That's not just your regular, no, I mean like out sleep, to the point I mean, out, and then the daughter was out too. Why she was sleeping so heavy, I don't know why the daughter was sleeping so heavy, but I don't know. But anyway, they were knocked out. And it was as if they were trying to sleep in the cars. I don't know. It was just a weird situation, guys. I'm just telling you. And so then, the question was asked me what I would have done. I would have, okay, he decided to drive them around in hopes of them waking up. That kind of thing. Because he didn't want to touch them, you know, because you know how that can turn out. You got to protect yourself. But me as a woman, I would have to tell her she had to get out of the car. Of course, have my camera on, showing that I'm trying to get this person out of my car. Her daughter got out. And she was saying, Mom, come on, get out the car. No, I'm not getting out the car. I want to get to Harradon Street Court. Harradon Court. This, that Harradon Court. And I'm saying to myself, how do you know when you don't know where you're going? But according to the GPS, it was right across the street. I don't know. So the daughter got back in the car. So he tried again. And she's like, no, this is not it. The GPS is saying this is it. This is, ma'am, this is the destination that was put in your account from the account holder. Correct. She wasn't the account holder. So we get them out the car. They get out because they get in my car. Technically, I could have did a Dukes of Hazzard. Was that Dukes of Hazzard? I could have said, hey, all right, you know, because my car's here, his car over here. Okay, he's facing this way, I'm facing this way. So as they walked across the street, I could have said, go for it, and left them there, but I didn't. You know, because I'm thinking about that now. I could have did that, but I didn't do that. Oh my goodness, I don't know if this is going to go over. Let me wrap this up real quick. Okay, so now everything's over. So my question to you guys is, what you would have done in a situation like that. What is the situation? The situation was you have an intoxicated female, black female, and an 11-year-old daughter in the car, knocked out, sleep. It's not waking up. Then when they do wake up, they're complaining about where they are. And according to the destination, they are where they're supposed to be, but they the mother refused to get out of the car. Okay? So he had to call for help. That was his solution, is to call for help. And which was me, and I was praying all the way because I'm like, I'm not trying to be getting no confrontation with nobody. I'm just not trying to go there like that. I mean, come on. So I prayed. Yeah, I do pray, okay? I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I do pray. I know the power of prayer. Do I always have patience? No, I don't. Why we gotta go there? Why you had to go all the way there? That's not what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the situation that happened on New Year's Eve. Thank God we survived it. But would I do New Year's Eve again? That would be a negative. That would be a negative. No. Would he? That would be a negative. Sometimes you stretch yourself to try to help people and all of all races, and some people, I'm just saying, some people are some people. You don't want to discriminate. You don't want to do that, so you give the people benefit of the doubt. But once the person shows you who they are, that's who they are. So it's like, okay, let's document this here, and we make sure we don't go nowhere in that area again. Yes. So, all right, guys, take care, and Happy New Year's to every last one of you guys. And Casey Love, I'm sorry to hear that you're quitting Uber. Oh my gosh, I know it could be pretty interesting. And Drive Girl Drive, you and your daughter, beautiful young ladies. Also, Uber Charlotte, yeah. And your daughter, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I don't have any children, so all I can do is bring my beautiful self. I know, right? You guys are too much. Love you all. Why you love us? Well, I'm just a loving kind of person. That's all it is. All right, Uberman UK. Thank you for the shout out on the ping. The ping means cha-ching. Absolutely. Don't let your last ride be a bad ride. Absolutely, guys. Look, now I'm thinking about it. If it's any way possible, don't let your last ride be a bad ride. Because that was his last ride on that situation. And he was out. That's done. That's a wrap. All right, guys. Take care. Talk to you later.